sound like a door.
Hold the door! What is up, everybody? My name is Sophia.
And my name is Carly.
And this is how...
Oh no! You're a broken woman.
And this is You Got a Game of Thrones podcast.
Where we talk about Game of Thrones, the HBO show.
And sometimes A Song of Ice and Fire, the novels by George R.R. Martin.
If any of this is new information for any of you,
you're welcome.
Yeah. We just changed your life.
First of all, I wanted to issue a formal apology for not having an episode last week.
So sorry.
We were in completely different states on totally opposite sides of the country, so it was really, really hard for us to nail down a time and talk about it, and especially because Carly hadn't watched the episode till yesterday.
That's true.
Yeah, so it was a little hard, but we do have some notes.
We do. We have notes. We have footnotes about the episode because it was too good not to talk about, and I really regretted watching it so late because there were so many things to be said.
Oddly enough, it's the episode that I've watched most this season, not the episode I've enjoyed the most this season.
But so
I liked it more than last night's episode. I'll say that. Because of Benjen.
That is all I care about anymore in the show. I only care about
about Benjen's happiness.
Benjen and his face and
he's kind of sexy.
Oh. Well, it appears we've reached an impasse.
Yes, we're at an impasse here. No, I think, I don't know.
He's kind of sexy. I also think he looks like appealing a little bit. And I wonder if... I had a lot of questions about how he was saved with the same method that created the White Walkers and what that means for him.
Yeah, I mean, like, how is he looking the way that he is when the White Walkers all look...
White Walker.
Yeah, like they have the horns made out of ice or whatever, and the long stringy hair. No, he has like a crown. He has like a weird like horn. The Night King.
It's not the Night King?
No, we're gonna get into that though.
Oh yeah, that's an issue. We're having problems with
that. But yeah, Benjen Stark. I really enjoyed seeing him. I was shocker that he came. No one saw that coming.
No, yeah, we didn't call it or anything.
No, we didn't.
Times.
Didn't fall onto the floor being so excited. And also, he's Cold Hands. They referred to him as Cold Hands. And so that, to me, is exciting and cool. And moving on from what else happened in that episode? Drogon.
Don't freaking Drogon. Okay, I love Drogon. Drogon is bigger. He's beautiful.
Hit puberty now.
He's hit puberty. He's a little chilled out. But, like, I mean, I do wonder, like, there's this whole connection between Dany and Drogon. Where is he most of the time?
Yeah, like, where? Well, I have a feeling I know what happened to that horse that she rode off on.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah. Like, did she... Yeah.
Yeah, she fed that to Drogon.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Well, I thought when she was like, I'm not going to have 3 blood riders, I'm going to have 3 dragon riders, and it's Dario and Jorah when he gets back.
So good.
But no,
instead... Tyrion.
But instead she's got the entire call as her blood riders, and I mean, yeah, cool, but like... Yeah.
I thought that was... Yeah, I was expecting her to be
about
like...
that.
Yeah, I was expecting her to be like, 2 of you will ride my other dragons. And she was just kind of like, no, you guys will stay on your horses, but you'll be blood riders.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Like, if I was the crowd, I'd be like, that wasn't what we were hoping for.
Yeah. But I have to say, best part of the episode, Jaime riding up the stairs on the horse. And he tried to do that again in this episode, and it did not work as well. I gotta say, it's a one trick pony.
Oh yes, quite literally.
But and the whole like everybody was like, I can't believe Marjorie is giving into the faith, and I'm like, people, it's Marjorie Tyrell. And we learned in this episode, it's Marjorie Tyrell.
It's Marjorie Tyrell.
Do you have anything else to say about blood of my blood?
Yes. Sam was a freaking
badass. Slayer.
Sam. He's like slay. He like stole the sword. That was great. I was just happy to see him like kind of stick it to the man. A little bit. Yeah.
Randall, who I think is great. I love Randall. He's like a second coming of Tywin, and I am except just not as smart.
Not as smart. He's also just such a jerk. I did love the episode like the Blood of My Blood episode too, though, because I feel like still being stuck in the first book was very much paying off because, like, I literally maybe just read the section where, like, Sam goes on about his family and his
Yeah,
father.
yeah.
And I was like, it's happening.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I just read. So that was great.
Yeah, and also Arya saying no to the Brotherhood.
You can't see what she just did.
No, faceless men, sorry.
You can't see what she just did, but she just wagged her finger sassily, as Arya Stark would totally do. Yeah.
Who is now Arya Stark again. But
Yes.
we learn all about that in this week's episode, The Broken Man.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So it starts off with Sandor Clegane, alive and well. We didn't even get an intro. We didn't get to feel the impact that the opening theme has on you, you know, when it goes and then wah for the HBO thing, and then you get the and that's really intense, but instead it just went like to a cult, a religious cult in the woods.
A religious cult, like, it was like a religious cult meets a hippie commune meets, like, I thought Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, you said Renaissance Fair.
Totally Red Fair.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't think any of us were shocked at the fact that the Hound was back.
Not really, no.
And he doesn't refer to himself as the Hound, so maybe we should refer to him as Sandor Clegane. But I like the Hound because he really looks like a hound. I think Rory McGann as an actor very much resembles a dog.
He does,
maybe
actually.
a basset hound. But
they're really the least intimidating.
I know, but they're cute.
Their jowls.
I know, and they quiver though. They're really cute. Yeah, the Hound. I think I really enjoyed the beginning of the Hound's intro. I really liked Ian McShane as Ray.
Yeah, his name was just Ray.
Stupid name.
It was really, it's like the Hound and Daenerys.
Stupid name.
And all these great names, and then Ray.
Right. It's just like, my name is Ray. And he goes, I'm a Septon. What do you expect from me? I'm like, well, I expected you to be a little cooler. I don't know.
Well, it is kind of like, you don't know Hamilton, but I'm still, like, writing the Ham of Thrones thing, which is Hamilton and Game of Thrones mashed up. And, like, Ray was kind of like, in the Sisters song, they go, like, Angelica, Eliza, and then Peggy's like, and Peggy.
And Ray.
And Ray.
I like it. No, I was mostly frustrated because they named this episode The Broken Man, and they made it about the Hound. And The Broken Man is an incredible speech that a character called Septon Maribald gives to Brienne and her cohorts when they're crossing the salt pans, when she is then introduced to the elder brother who talks about the gravedigger who is Sandor Clegane.
Oh!
So it's like a really long speech about being in battle and breaking down and PTSD, and it's awesome. It's really, really cool. It takes up a lot of time.
That's dope.
And they didn't even include it. And
That's all.
That's all I have to say. I couldn't get the words out last night when we were down that bottle of wine.
Yeah, real fast.
My mouth is not any longer purple.
No, it is
normal color. But for me, I guess Sandor Clegane's origin story was just a fruitless attempt at taking up airtime.
Yeah, I mean, it's a better thing to fill airtime than Dorne.
Yeah, that's true.
6 episodes without it.
Yeah, suck it. No, but I think for me, if the entire commune hadn't been massacred by the Brotherhood without banners, it would have been okay. Because for me, I'm frustrated now that they're making the Brotherhood without banners look like villains.
Yeah, they really are.
Like,
they're pushing that.
I don't know. It just felt forced to me. The whole thing felt forced. And because we know who Sandor Clegane is, we don't need another origin story. He even says it himself that he's fueled by hate. It's the only thing that kept him alive. And we've seen him as a good person. I say that with quotes. But he helped Arya and he helped Sansa become women.
Yeah.
Become people. You know, I mean, definitely. And so we know who this character is. It's not like we don't. So it was a little bit like, we don't need to see this.
But they've done that so many times this season with multiple people. I mean, this season has been a full rebirth season. And honestly, I think it's been a rebirth from last season. Because last season fell, so it wasn't flat. It was just so up and down.
I hated season 5.
They just didn't know what they were doing. And I mean, there were some good parts. Like, Hard Home was great.
Oh,
and, you know, Dany kind of riding Drogon was great. But they redid a lot of that this season. Tyrion was good.
And now Tyrion hasn't been in 2 episodes this season.
Yeah, what
really plays to Kyle's theory that he's gonna die, which I'm bummed about.
I'm sad.
But yeah, I think they're doing a lot of changes, but for me, it didn't feel like anything was changing with the Hound. He's still fueled by hate because he's seen this group of people that he's come to know and be a part of get murdered, and that's hatred.
Yeah, it was
fueling. I don't know. It's like if I saw my entire hippie commune get,
Yeah.
Murdered by Brotherhood Without Banners, who are supposed to be Robin Hoods of the area. I mean, ish, you know. And so my next issue is the portrayal of the Brotherhood, and who we haven't seen in 3 seasons. And I know we're going to see more of them because Paul Kaye, a.k.a. Thoros of Myr, a.k.a. the Priest Who Saves the Day, has been cited on set. And I didn't think we'd be seeing them as villains. Because that's, to me, what they were reintroduced as. And now we want the Hound to take them out.
Yeah. How did they manage to kill everybody without the Hound waking up?
Yeah, first of all, yeah. He's just chopping wood.
He's just chopping wood.
Did he have earplugs in?
Probably. There it is. He was the first one to ever invent that. Oh.
He has no hearing, maybe because of his burnt ear.
I like that. Let's go with it. That works.
I don't know. So... it frustrates me because then it's like, okay, are they actually villains or are they a broken side of the faction that Beric Dondarrion kicked out? Has Beric Dondarrion fallen from grace by trying to reanimate Lady Stoneheart? Yeah. Because Thoros of Myr refuses to, and then it's Beric who actually brings her back to life, and then he's shunned from the Brotherhood. There's so many things that could have happened in 3 years that we haven't seen them, and so to me, it's just shocking to see them introduced as villains.
It is really weird, and I mean, that is kind of a thing this season, too, though, is with all the religions in the show, everything is changing with the religions.
Right. Well, it's like, I knew who they were, right? I whispered to you, I was like, that's the Brotherhood. Because they say, you know, the night is dark and full of terrors, and they're the only people in Westeros that really openly worship the Red God. Mm-hmm. And so if we're going to do if we're not going to see the Clegane Bowl, and instead we're going to see a different type of battle of faith between the Hound 7 and the Brotherhood's Red God, that could be interesting.
That could be really interesting, actually. I like that.
But I mean, Clegane Bowl would be really cool.
I want it to be the Clegane Bowl. I for sure want that. Yeah, that's, oh man, too good to pass up.
Too good to pass up.
I'd buy tickets.
I would too.
Yeah.
100%.
It's better than the Super Bowl.
Speaking of King's Landing, Marjorie.
Yeah, man. Who
cares about the Clegane Bowl when Marjorie's playing the game?
She's playing the game very well. And you mentioned that you think that the High Sparrow definitely knows.
It makes me nervous that they revealed this so quickly, that she is still a Tyrell and still growing strong as is the Tyrell House motto. Yeah. It really makes me nervous that she's only been under the High Sparrow's rule for an episode and a half, and she's already showing Olenna Tyrell that she's a Tyrell still. So that it scares me. It scares me. It's sort of like a easy plot thing. Easy plot device.
It's rushed. It's rushed, and I think it's because they are trying to fit in so much now, at the end of the season. Yeah. Because, it easily could have gone, one more episode with her kind of, with us not being sure what exactly she's doing. I mean, we're always going to know it's Marjorie, but, that reveal could have definitely come later.
Yeah, and I didn't like that reveal because I don't like it. I don't like Olenna not knowing.
Yeah.
I didn't like that Olenna didn't think Marjorie had it in her. I mean, Olenna raised Marjorie, has known Marjorie from the beginning, and has trained her in the art of the game.
When you're raised by the Queen of Thorns,
you're not going to mess up.
You're not going to mess up.
It hurt me a little bit that Olenna was so... I can't believe my granddaughter is a part of this. And you're like, no, she's not. Marjorie is so much smarter than that and stronger than that. She's going to do whatever she can to get to the top. I just really hope that they didn't rush it so that she's going to die or the Queen of Thorns is going to die.
Oh my god, I don't know what I would do. Because the Queen of Thorns is my favorite person, I think, in the entire show.
I know.
I love her. I want her to...
I was actually nervous during her conversation with Cersei that the mountain was just going to squish her face in.
Yeah.
I was really nervous. I don't know why. Well, it's because Olenna wrecked Cersei in 30 seconds.
So good.
It was amazing.
I wonder if you're the worst person I've ever met. She just says it.
I bet every fan in unison all across the globe just nodded. It was just yes, she is.
She is indeed.
She is. Maybe besides Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, that's true.
Person. But Olenna Tyrell has not met Ramsay Bolton, so
thank God.
It's fair. I don't know. I'm ready for Cersei to go to town on the Faith Militant next week, but I'm also ready for her to fall from grace. I'm really ready for the Lannisters to fall from grace because I think the Tyrells are still growing strong. That's the second time I've used their house motto, but that's actually why. I mean, obviously that's why Marjorie drew the Tyrell Rose, is because of the motto. Because she's not an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. She's playing the game. She's been playing the game every season we've had her in the show.
Yeah.
She would not be so easily swayed.
And she's not gonna dirty herself by sleeping with Tommen. I love that. Tommen's talking to his priest about his sexual tribulation.
Oh, so weird. It was so uncomfortable.
Lack of.
Sexual. And it's just weird. Like, it's almost more weird now to see him talk to her and be like, oh, my love. It's like, oh, you're like his babysitter.
I know. It's creepy.
It's really creepy.
It's creepy. And Tommen is just weird. I'm sorry.
Tommen's
he
really
talks weird, and he holds his lips weird.
He does. He holds his lips really... It looks like they were peeled off or something.
I don't know what to say, except that he's a robot. He and Ramsay are robots. That's what it is.
He's not an effective robot. He doesn't do anything.
Well, he's the king.
I know. He's a terrible king.
He's a perfect robot. He's a puppet.
Oh, yeah. He's not a person. He's a finger puppet.
Yeah. Speaking of no puppets, though, Sansa Stark, I'm really trying to make these it flow more.
Speaking of,
I'm like, ooh, how can I tie that in? I can't. But we're going to talk about Sansa and Jon now.
Yes, we are.
So they went on a little rousing game of who will help us now, and it works-ish.
I mean, it was nice seeing Jon try to.
Jon looks dead, man.
Jon looks.
I don't know what else to say because I know he died.
He died.
He died.
He was
dead. He looks dead behind the eyes.
I don't think he looks dead. I think he doesn't know what he's doing.
And he's tired.
He's tired. Oh,
he did not want to be in that. He was like, "I'm done. My watch is ended.
Okay,
I'm done.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm getting warm." And then his sister shows up, and he's like,
"Yeah, he was gonna go like on vacation."
Yeah, family. Right, there's a thing there. Yeah, I have to say, like, I do believe that 62 Mormonts, we've met Mormonts, we know what the Mormonts are capable of. 62 Mormonts might be okay. Yeah. You're just facing Ramsay Bolton's army, and that's a really terrifying thing.
Yeah, anything having to do with Ramsay 62 is not enough.
No. But what I do love is that Lyanna Mormont went with her 62 men.
I love that.
She is amazing.
She's the best ruler right now in is that what?
It's Westeros.
Okay,
yes.
I have trouble with the map.
Don't worry, it's all on the top.
We're in
the northern part of Westeros.
Got it.
Between the wall and River, I guess that's where we are. But yeah, so I really liked Lyanna. I thought they say Leanna. How do they say it? Lyanna. That's how they say it. I say Lyanna. I'm sorry. I can't not say it. That's how I read it in the books, and so that's how I have to say it.
Got it.
But I really liked her. We're seeing some fierce women again in this. Like, fierce women all the way from Lyanna Mormont to Sansa to Yara Greyjoy, who...
Good transition.
Thank you.
Good transition.
That one I nailed. that one I nailed.
I shouldn't have called it
out. Yara Greyjoy, dude.
Yara Greyjoy is such a badass.
Yara Greyjoy makes me want to scream.
Oh my god, she's amazing. I have so many feelings about the scene with her in the, little brothel
in
there.
Slavers Bay, yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
that was a great scene.
I love her.
That's all
I can say. I mean, she is everything we need to see in the Ironborn. We don't need Euron Greyjoy. We don't need Theon because he's Theon. Like he's coming back.
Theon. He's coming
back. But we need Yara, and that's why she should have won the Kingsmoot, and that's why she should be ruling the Iron Islands. But she's not ruining the Iron.
She's definitely not ruining.
She's definitely not ruling or ruining the Iron Islands.
Neither.
But she could be on Daenerys' side because women teaming up is amazing.
So she might not be ruling the Iron Islands, but maybe the Iron Throne would be a good place. Because I really like that we're kind of seeing, right when we're seeing Daenerys realizing that she's a really good conqueror and, maybe not the best leader, and that she's really, really good at what she does, this is the exact time where Yara's like, we're going to go find the Dragon Lady, and we're going to hang out with her, and, see what we can do.
And we're going to show her that we're made of iron.
Yes, exactly. And,
I
think
we're iron-born.
Literal iron.
Salt runs through our veins.
What is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die.
Yeah, that's
okay. You got that.
I wasn't sure.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Way to nail it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that her and Daenerys would make an amazing team. I would love to see that, especially because Tyrion has not been around much.
Yeah, dude, I'm really frustrated by the lack of Tyrion, actually, because he was such a strong player in the game in the first few seasons and season 4. And as Kyle said, it's like, man, since he's killed his dad, he hasn't really done anything. And we were all so excited for him to meet Daenerys and to be, a guiding light for Daenerys. And then Daenerys left. And so he didn't have anybody to teach. And so he's trying to teach Grey Worm and Missandei, but it's not the same. And he's going to use his Westerosi methods to try and calm Slaver's Bay and Yunkai and Marine. And it's just... I'm nervous for him. I'm for the really first nervous. Time. And I'm nervous for when Daenerys gets back and sees what he's done, because I hope she's grown enough as a leader to accept the changes he's made, but you don't know.
Well, I think maybe that's why they set it up to be like Daenerys the Conqueror, which is going to be another name she adds.
And I'm terrified that she's going to become a bad guy.
I know, and I can totally see that happening too, because we've seen a touch of that. Like, do you remember when, I don't remember who it was who, like, pulled her aside and was like, don't be your father.
Oh, yeah. It might have been Barristan. Because Barristan knew him and was best friends with Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think my biggest thing is just the show of violence. She murdered all those calls. She didn't need to murder them. All she needed to do was slit one of their throats and then drink the blood of him. And then she'd have been like, yo, I'm in charge.
I'm insane.
I feel like that would have been okay. I feel like that would have set the bar high enough that all the rest of them would have been like, yes, okay, she is crazy.
She's batshit crazy. Don't mess with this lady.
Don't mess with her. Yeah, but I don't know. She's a conqueror, and that's what Daario Naharis told her. You're a conqueror, and a conqueror doesn't sit on the Iron Throne and rule. A conqueror takes over, and even in her speech, that she says in Blood of My Blood, she's like, "Will you help me murder all of the Iron Men in their stone castles?" Everybody we love is in Westeros. Yeah. And she's talking about murdering everyone. All of them are the same to her. Lannisters, Starks, Tullys, Boltons. It doesn't matter who you are.
She's breaking the wheel. That's what she wants to do. She doesn't care who's on it.
Right, exactly. And so I'm really nervous about that.
I'm nervous about it. I'm also a little bit tired of her, like, shock and awe campaign every single time. Yeah. Like, this season alone, or no, last season, she rides off on Drogon. It's like, oh, she's a dragon rider. This season, she kills all the calls and, like, walks out of the fire again and is again reborn. And then in Blood of My Blood, she rides Drogon again, and it's this big scene. Like,
and also, she's gonna leave all them behind and go to Marine by herself.
Oh yeah,
bye.
See ya later. Like,
meet me there.
Maybe you got this.
So you got there.
You got this. Just run fast.
Just take the highway.
Take the highways. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's affecting me less and less.
Yeah.
Because what I'm getting out of, like, these big scenes, like these big showy scenes with her, is that she knows how to be a showman, and she knows how to, like, kind of show everybody, like, yeah, I'm a badass, but she doesn't actually know how to do much more than that.
For the character with the best music on the show, she certainly is not using it the way I would want her to.
Oh, those are fighting.
That is all I will say, because her music is incredible. The one that plays when she's walking out of the fire. I don't even know how to explain it. I was just like, and that's how they bring you in with her. That's how they bring you in, because you're like, this is amazing. And then you pull back and you're like,
I'm sweating.
She's done this before. Why do I feel this way?
She's been reborn like 5 times. She's had like 5 big scenes where it's like, I'm riding a dragon. I feel like she's going to do that a million more times, and every time it's going to be like, oh, she's riding a dragon again.
It's like they don't know what to do with her character, because she moved way too fast. Like, I am watching... Yeah. I just finished season 2. I'm in the middle. No, I just finished season 3. Just watched Reigns of Castamere again for the first time since I watched it.
Oh my god!
Originally, because I can't do that episode. Like, I can't. It just stresses me. It gives me highs a little bit. But I just watched that whole season and the arc of her getting to Marine, and now she's showing up in Marine. And I'm like, and now she's going to be here for 2 whole seasons. That's 20 episodes of no movement.
Oof. Yeah, that's the thing, though. She hasn't had any movement. We've just had big, showy scenes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
And they're cool. Like, don't get me wrong. They are some of my favorite scenes, but not for the right reasons. I just like dragons.
I mean, and Drogon looks beautiful.
Oh my god, he's so gorgeous. I'm attracted to him.
Like, wow, holy crap. The way his shoulders move. Someone actually said that that's not a dragon, it's a wyvern.
That is true. I have been thinking that every single season that the dragons are there. I'm like, those aren't
because dragons have 4 legs.
Exactly. Yeah, they have 6 legs in total.
And they walk on their 4 legs. No, sorry. Yeah, and then they have the limbs are separate. But wyverns, the wings are a limb.
It's 4 limbs. Yeah. It's the 2 wings and the 2 legs, and that's it. And so yeah, they're technically wyverns, but we won't hold it against them.
It's fine. We can just talk about the beautiful CGI of 1-1. the giant,
who
I loved, and I'm so glad that he's the one that brought the wildlings into Jon Snow's loving arms.
Aww.
Because Jormund is real. I'm sorry,
Real.
all you Torian fans, like Jormund all the way. Also Jaime and Brienne.
Yes,
all the way.
Brainy. I like it.
Oath Slayer.
Oh. Ooh.
King Keeper.
Oh my God. That is what it will look like if they're...
King Keeper.
That's
their celebrity.
I like that. Yeah, we got one. All right. Hashtag King Keeper.
I also am not shocked that Robert Glover said no to Sansa. I mean, I would probably do the same thing if I were in her shoes.
Yeah.
His shoes.
Yes.
Because Deepwood Motte, what season is it where they're like, the Boltons have taken Deepwood Motte, and it's repeated over and over and over again. It's in an Ironborn scene.
See, I did not remember that, so like you had to fill me in a little bit.
But Deepwood Motte is where the Glovers are home, and they just got it back with the Boltons. And now that's where Sansa goes to talk to the Glovers, and then they're like, no, we just got this back. We want to keep it.
I like your sassy take on the characters.
Glover. Glover. No, thank you.
Not today.
And I know why he had to say no. It's so that it forces Sansa's hand to reach out to Littlefinger, which we all knew was going to happen.
Oh yeah, and that's going to be. I think she's going to use him until she can
use him and then abuse him.
Oh, I like it. Yep.
By abuse him, I mean stab him in his heart.
Not in a sexy way.
No. Or just slit his throat.
Yeah, I think she will, or something will happen with that.
It's his fault for everything.
It's totally his fault.
So I blame him. I blame you for everything.
Pretty much.
Really, though, he is. I've been rereading the book series for the third time, but there are always things that you skip over when you read it, and like even I've read the Harry Potter series upward of 20 times, and I always find new things every time I read it. Like I don't know how, but I was reading book 3, and so there's actually Catelyn Stark, instead of being on the road with Robb before the Red Wedding, she goes to River Run. Oh. And this is right after she sent Jaime away, broken Jaime out of jail, and sent him with Brienne. Okay. She gets dropped off at River Run and treated and asks to stay there, and when she's in jail, essentially, and is jailed in River Run, and she asks to be confined to her father's room. Because remember, when we go to River Run in season 3, Hoster Tully has already died. He has not. But Catelyn actually goes through and sits with him in his deathbed, and one of the things he yells out is the name Tansy, and he says Tansy over and over again, and she's like, who is Tansy? Like, I know everybody here, and I don't know who this is, Father. Like, what is it? And essentially, Tansy is actually, and she asks around, and she's like, who is Tansy? Is this a woman? And there's a woman named Tansy, but it's not her. And actually, Tansy is the name of a plant that helps with abortions.
What?
That has abortional qualities.
Abortion.
I'm sorry. I'm not. But, and as it turns out, when Lysa Arryn got super jealous of Kat and Peter, when Peter was super drunk, she snuck into his room and they had sex, and he thought that she was Kat.
What? That is messed up.
And so the reason for the shotgun wedding and why Lysa Arryn is married to Jon Arryn, who's so much older, is because she had an abortion and had this baby, didn't have this baby, and used Tansy to do it. And Hoster Tully is the only one that knew, and that's how. And he was friends with Jon Arryn, and that's how Jon Arryn, because Jon Arryn's a good dude, was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And it fucked up her whole system, and that's why she's always had problems conceiving.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
isn't that
crazy?
So that's a Hoster Tully, Peter Littlefinger asshole story.
She was crazy
because of that. She was driven insane. Like and so his one guilt, Hoster Tully, all he can say is Tansy, because he's so guilty over having this happened and having been a part of it.
Oh my god. And
Catelyn is the one that figures it out because she's amazing.
Queen.
But yeah, so that was a Peter little tidbit of information about Peter.
Nice.
About Littlefinger. Might not be so little.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Whatever.
Oh, Littlefinger.
He's so gross.
He's so slimy.
He's so slimy.
Smarmy looking. I don't even know what smarmy means. He just looks like it.
Smarmy, like the beautiful outlying lands of Riverrun. Which is where we're going next.
Tell us more about
that was my next.
You got it. You nailed it.
Yeah, I nailed it. Thank you.
Smarmy now means a lot of things.
Riverrun doesn't even look smarmy. It looks so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's so pretty.
The impenetrable fortress of Riverrun.
Yes.
Which was so cool. I loved seeing Bronn again, first of all.
Yes, it was
Welcome
so good.
to Game of Thrones.
Welcome
Bronn,
back.
We missed you.
So much.
We missed your sass.
So much sass.
So much. So sassy. We missed him. That's where I get it from.
Oh yeah,
Bronn,
it's all
Blackwater.
inspired. I like when
Sir
Jaime starts saying a Lannister was
and
his.
he's like, don't
say it.
Don't fucking say it.
Don't
fucking say it.
Don't fucking say it.
I was like, yes. But I really don't. So I loved seeing Jaime face off with the Blackfish.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Blackfish. We all know. And when they promoted him last week, I almost cried. I was so excited to see him. I love the Tullys. They're my everything, and you know that. Oh yes. You know I love the Tullys. So to see one more Tully and another one with Edmure showing up, I was like, oh my god, they're all alive. Also, Tully armor is the coolest armor.
It is the coolest. They look like dragonfish.
They look like there's fish scales.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I want a dress.
Oh my god, yes.
Someone help me with that.
It'd be like an awesome
Help me with that, Carly. Help me with that.
I will. I don't know anything about that, but we're going to do it. We're going to figure it out.
I loved that Jaime and Brynden referred to themselves as Kingslayer and Blackfish.
Oh my god,
They're
it's so good.
Kingslayer, Blackfish.
They sound like a rap group or something.
Kingslayer and the Blackfish.
Kingslayer and the Blackfish.
I love them. But I want to know truly, do you think that Jaime can win against Brynden the Blackfish? Do you believe in Jaime enough? Do you like him enough?
Yeah.
That you want him to win?
I think yes. I think he will. Because I think at this point he's so done with people's shit. I think he's so done with people's shit that it's just like...
I don't think he wants to.
Oh.
I don't think his heart is set in it. I think especially when Brienne shows up next episode. What?
Oh my god. Reunited.
Kingkeeper.
Yes, that was it.
Kingkeeper. Hashtag Kingkeeper.
Yes.
No, I think that he will sort of start to realize that he's not as Lannister heavy as he thought he was. I think he loves Cersei, but I think he's got to have to be able to piece that apart. I do not think he could beat the Blackfish.
Huh.
I don't think... Riverrun is so impenetrable, and the Blackfish is one of the most seasoned war veterans. I do not think that Jaime can win. I think he's going to suffer extreme defeat, and I'm really excited about it. Or they're going to make a truce when Brienne shows up and tries to convince them to make a truce.
That would be great. I think, I would think that out of Brienne and Jaime, Brienne's going to be the one to get something done there.
I think so too. And if it does come down to a battle, we're looking at Bronn's head on the chopping block.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Totally.
Bronn will die.
Oh.
I'm sorry to say it. He's the only character that could die, though.
It's so sad.
Because he has no ties. He's literally talked about it, how he has no ties. He's like, you promised me a wife and land. And Jaime's like, a Lannister always pays. And you're like, no. And then they cut him off, which is like foreshadowing.
Just like they might cut off his head.
Yeah, it's a little sad.
That's really sad. Because why else would they bring him
we
back?
We don't want Bronn dead, do we? No.
No.
So give Riverrun back to... Let Brynden keep Riverrun, and Jaime can go run off with Brienne and live a beautiful life.
Oh, yes. By themselves... being awesome together.
It'll be amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of amazing.
Oh my god.
Who is not doing amazing? It's Arya.
Oh man. I do think it's interesting that at the same time Arya decides I don't want to be a faceless woman anymore. Woman. She decides she's gonna be Arya Stark. Mm-hmm. It's the same time that we discover that the Hound is alive and well.
Completely agree. Mm-hmm. That is some beautiful convergence. That's some harmonic convergence.
It is. That's something.
Some Legend of Korra shit.
Some Legend. Oh my god, you just made that reference. It's great.
I did. I love a Legend of Korra. I think it's amazing.
Good.
She's amazing. I love her so much.
She's so awesome.
Yes, I really do think it's interesting. I also don't think that I think she's gonna be fine. I think Arya is gonna be okay. I either... First of all, I'm sorry, girl, how did you not see that coming?
How? I don't understand.
You were standing on an open bridge with your back facing everybody, and she has seen that face on the wall of faces in the House of Black and White before.
Oh, has she really?
In season 5, she goes to pick it up. And she looks at that exact face. I think Arya this is her way of trying to get out of Dodge. I bet she had, and this is a theory on Reddit that helped me flesh this out, because I was like, I don't think so, and then I went on Reddit, and he was like, I don't think so, and I was like, I agree! But essentially, this Reddit user said that she taped pig's blood, like, packs to her chest, and maybe when she was stabbed, like, it lessened the blow a little bit, and that's not actually as much of her blood as it is pig's blood. I just don't think that Arya can't die.
You know, I don't.
Arya is like Davos, okay?
Arya's just like Davos.
They will not die.
They're the equivalent. Oh my god, what do they mean?
Don't even get me started on that, because she's just the age.
I know.
Oh my god, I would
She's
die.
just the age.
She's just the. That sounds weird, but
it always
Davos
does,
knows, and I'm gonna get into this. Davos is amazing, and he knows how to talk to children, and we're
gonna
talk about it.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there in Davos talk, but. Yeah, Arya, first of all, I don't think she did the pig's blood thing, because she seemed genuinely shocked.
Very shocked.
Yeah,
which is shocking to me.
It could be anybody, and it's like, yeah, anybody, and you didn't recognize the one face you'd actually seen. Like, how did you not? I don't understand. Plus, the old lady was creepy as shit.
Sweet little girl.
Oh, God.
And then the stabbing was so like Jon. Like, it was so like, it was like exactly like how Jon got stabbed.
Legacy.
And she like swiped and then stabbed twice. It was brutal.
It was brutal. It was, oh my god, I hate the waif.
I love the waif.
Oh,
I think she's horrible, and I love it.
I want to watch her die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think I wonder almost if the test isn't actually for the waif and not Arya.
Well, this isn't a test.
But it's a little bit. It's now it is. It's a little. So what if it's the waif? And this was another theory on Reddit. But essentially, what if the waif is actually so driven by hate that Jaqen is having Arya kill her?
Ooh.
But like in a backhanded way.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I like that.
Because let's just have the waif die, please. Thank you.
With needle.
Next episode is called No One, I believe.
Oh,
so we're going to get some time, I think. Which I'm really excited about. I think we're going to get an actual showdown between the waif. I think that Arya is ready. I don't think that she's actually that hurt. I think that she wants them to think that she's hurt so that when the waif does attack, Arya's going to be like, no!
She was more like surprised.
I got you. Sorry. What? I'm sorry.
She was more surprised than hurt, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just what it seemed like.
Yeah, you're right. This is the first time she's realized, wow, the Faceless Men actually do have a lot of, they carry a lot in the city of Braavos.
Yes.
But I also liked how Westerosi Arya was being.
I know.
She walked up, she was standing straight, she was wearing Westerosi garb, she just threw the change purse down. It's like she was waiting for the waif to see her.
She was like very Tyrion
She was
time.
Very Tyrion.
Very Tyrion.
That'd be awesome. Arya's the next Tyrion.
Or Arya and Tyrion team up.
Ooh.
And
awesome. Take on the Night's King together.
The Night
King. I think we should talk about that now.
I think we should. I think that's a good thing to talk
about. So guys, lately I've been noticing a trend in season 6.
She doesn't like it.
Of calling the big bad, or so we think, the man with the obsidian dagger in his chest that isn't Benjen, the Night King. The Night King. That is what I have heard so far. 3 characters refer to him as the Night King. So in the books, and maybe this is a little bit of a showdown, I don't really care. I don't care, because it's stupid. In the books, he is referred to as the Night's King. N-I-G-H-T apostrophe S.
As in belonging to the night.
As in it is possessive. As in the night is possessive of him.
Yes.
He is not the king of night.
No.
No way. He is not a pawn, but like he is...
He's one with the night.
No, but he's like a product of the night.
Yeah, yes.
He's a product of the night.
The night is dark and full of this white walk.
So,
the Night's King.
It's possessive, and it really, really frustrates me because he's not supposed to be the king of night. He's not supposed to be this all-powerful, which he kind of is a little bit.
Really?
They've made him seem as if he's this all-powerful thing. But, like, he can be killed with dragonglass. So, at the same time, it's like, the fact that he's the Night's King means that he was once human. He is the product of something. He is not the owner of something.
Right.
And it makes him so much more of an influential character if he is the product of something and something is taking him as opposed to him being in charge of something else. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, that's totally true. It gives the power back to him rather than whatever it is that he's, controlling. But yeah, it just seems like a weird and petty thing to change, like the one letter in the night versus Night's King.
Well, it just makes him seem so much more powerful now.
Yeah.
It makes him seem like you cannot stop him. He is unstoppable. He is the Night King. He is the king of all darkness.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
So for me, that's just an issue because he's not that in the books. We don't ever see him in the books. He's a legend. But he is a legend because of all the bad crap, because he did all these bad things, and because he belongs to the night.
Right.
Not because the night belongs to him.
Right.
He belongs to the night. He is a pawn of the night. He essentially has all this dark magic inside of him that has screwed him over so badly that he's lost all of his humanity.
Yeah.
So he belongs now to the only thing that can take him, which is the night, which is the winter. So I don't know. Maybe it's petty. I don't really care. It's really frustrating to me.
It's really irritating.
Don't mess with me on grammar, D.V. Weiss and Dan Benioff. Don't go changing things like that. It's not fair. And to have Davos speak the lie, that was what set me off. Like, I'm not even joking.
Make anyone else say, but not Davos.
When he said the Night King, I was like,
not you.
I was like, I wish I had a plastic or paper bag next to me to breathe into because
he just learned to read.
Because he is just dripping beauty in every word that he says, and to say the Night King. Let's talk about Davos.
I was just gonna say, would you like to?
I would love to.
I think we've waited long enough.
We have. So after not seeing him last week, which was probably the hardest part about Blood of My Blood,
really hard.
He was in this episode a lot.
He was very
got
prevalent.
3 different scenes.
He had the best speech.
He did have the best scenes.
Best scene.
The dead are coming.
Yes.
What did I say?
I said he had the best speech, and you go, he did have the best scenes.
Wait, it's true. He did have the best scenes.
All of
them. All of the scenes that he were... Well, he also was in a scene with Lyanna Mormont. He was legitimately, possibly, maybe not legitimately, but to me, he was the most important character in this episode because he proved that he doesn't need clever or creative words to get people on his side. He's just human. Yeah. And all he's trying to do is rally the war, rally people to fight in what we perceive to be the biggest war that has ever come to Westeros, which is the Night's King. The Night's King.
Belonging to the Night.
Belonging to the Night.
Yes.
Yes.
He's like the... Not average Joe, but like that equivalent of like, I'm just a humble blah blah blah, and I'm not fancy.
And that's why he's gonna survive the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Up until this episode, I was a little nervous about Davos not surviving. No, I think that this is now solidified. Davos is gonna be the one standing at the end. I think that is what George R.R. Martin told Liam Cunningham when he pulled him aside and whispered something in his ear that no one else knows. I think that it's going to be Davos. You're gonna be broken. And you're going to be hurting at the end of this, but you're going to be the only one that survives it. Because I think that he is capable of it. He's a father. And he can, the way he talked to Lyanna.
Oh my God.
Mormont.
Amazing.
It's, obviously the first thing you think about is Shireen. The
first thing
you think about is Shireen.
She even almost looks like her.
Well, they're the same age. It's perfect. And he and Shireen were so close. And Heartbreak Hotel, first of all. Don't even get me started on it. And then he had to go and mention Stannis. And I was just like... it's a lot.
And there was a doppelganger.
Don't even get me started on the doppelganger. There was a doppelganger.
It was very serious.
Right next to Lyanna. Davos was standing right in front of him, and I was like, they did this for a reason.
It was like a play where 2 people were playing Shireen as a ruler and Stannis.
He wasn't there, though.
I know, it's okay.
He didn't come back to me.
He didn't. He's gone.
Or Davos.
He's gone.
But yeah, he treated Lyanna Mormont as an adult. Instead of, kneeling on the ground and talking to her in little words.
Right.
But he didn't use big words, because he doesn't know big words. He's not grandiose by any stretch. He literally says, he's like, my name is Davos of House Seaworth. You don't need to look it up, because it's new, and it probably will never grow. And the Davos, and this is the Davos that I know and love, and this is the Davos that I think everybody is starting to see and appreciate more. He is a father. We saw his son in season 2. His son gets brutally murdered. It's really sad. In the books, he has 5 sons.
Oh my God!
That all die in the Battle of Blackwater.
That's so sad. I did not know that.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's so much sadder. And so he knows how to be a father, but he's never had a daughter. So Shireen is this perfect angel who then dies.
Horribly.
And so hopefully Lyanna Mormont won't die.
I'm hoping not. I feel like she can handle herself.
I'm not worried about her at all, and I think that Davos is going to be watching over her too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm really not, but yes, I just think that Davos. There's nothing like. He just encapsulates to me what Game of Thrones is not as a TV show, but more as the book series. because the TV show is so violent and relies on shock value so much.
So much.
And the books are so wordy and about the descriptions and about sort of the ambiance. You know, and his life has so not been shock value.
Yeah.
That I think it's just a really beautiful.
He's very real.
He's so real. He's
a very real character.
He is. And that's why he can talk. And that's why he survived thus far. And that's why John is like, he is amazing. Don't step off, Sansa.
Yeah.
Step off. That's what I said to Sansa when she was like, and this is your most trusted advisor? I was like,
oh. She has no idea. She has no idea.
Sansa, you're growing on me for sure as a character, but don't step in that water.
Mad with power. Growing power and strength.
Growing mad with power. But, you know, speaking of mad with power.
Oh, yes.
Do you want to talk about your theory?
I have two now, and one of them is, you actually found it, but I really want to bring it up as a theory. So, the more serious theory is that Bran is the one that drove the Mad King mad, basically. Yes. And we have mentioned this theory before, we've talked about it before.
At length.
At length. We've gone into detail. But I think it was kind of foreshadowed in Blood Brothers?
Blood. Sorry.
Oh my god, right that time. That
46.
Yes, okay, so in Blood of My Blood, when we have all the Bran flashbacks at the beginning.
Blood.
Oh my god.
Keep going.
Just like nothing happened.
No, keep going. I'm gonna do it every time.
I don't remember. Oh my god.
Foreshadowing, Blood on My Blood.
Foreshadowing.
Blood of my blood.
You had all these Bran green site scenes, and it was a bunch of flashbacks and stuff.
I know one was R plus L equals J.
My god!
Even that was childbirth blood.
It was 100%
and Ned Stark's hands.
Yes, this was childbirth blood.
R plus L equals J plus N.
It is so confirmed.
Mira, 100%.
But that's why I think that those flashbacks weren't just here's a bunch of stuff you've seen already, and Bran just catching up and stuff.
Well, we haven't seen the Mad King.
That
was new.
That's true. That is
all
true.
of that is new. We've never seen that before.
And that's what blew my mind is they did not have to include that.
Nope.
They didn't have to include those scenes and where he's saying burn them all, burn them all. And the fact that the first time we're seeing that is with Bran looking back, and there's this theory that Bran actually made him mad, and the whispers and voices in the Mad King's head were actually Bran trying to warn him and trying to talk to him, basically setting everything that we've seen into motion. I mean, I feel like they would not have included those in all those flashbacks.
I agree. There is a specific reason we are seeing King Aerys on the throne screaming, burn them all.
Well, that, and it was interspersed with White Walker scenes.
Yes.
And the fact that it was that, because part of the theory is
all of that Bran stuff was just, he saw everything. He binged the entire, Game of Thrones. He binged all of Game of Thrones in 30 seconds. Which is more than any human being can say.
Oh, yeah.
So, so
so jealous.
I know. I wish I had that power. Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Gosh.
So, yeah, that's my serious theory. My not a serious theory is that the episode, and you found this, I cannot take credit because you found this on Reddit, is that the reason that the episodes are so short in this season
I love this.
are because they cut out Dorne. And that is why we have not seen. I do not mourn for Dorne not being there. I'm so done.
I do not mourn for Dorne either.
Not at all.
I am. It's a little funky that Dorne was in, the first episode so prevalently, and then is just not there anymore. Unless they're planning this huge siege that is episode 10. No. Which, God, I hope so. Please no. I don't want that at all. I never want to see Dorne again. Please, you ruined Dorne so much.
I hope in the map scene in the beginning titles they just show it and then they do a little explosion and they're like, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Bomb.
Or
wildfire.
Yes, there it is.
Wildfire? Dragonfire? Wildfire. I'm gonna go with wildfire.
Totally. But oh my God, Dorne is just the worst. And I at the beginning of the season, remember I said I just hope that they go shh and pretend that it never happened.
You did, and it seems like that is the thing.
I think that's what's happening.
And that's okay.
That's my favorite.
Honestly, Dorne was such a stick.
In the sand.
It's not what I was going to say. But
I was going stick in the mud.
Dorne sucked. Dorne sucked. That's all I have to say. And
yeah, that's.
So next week on Game of Thrones, Arya's gonna be fine. The Mountain is gonna mountain. Obviously. He's going to rip someone's face off.
Oh my god, I'm scared. It's good.
I'm ready.
We haven't seen him do anything yet, and I'm super nervous.
I know. And Brienne and Jaime are going to get down and dirty. Sorry, Tormund. And sorry, Cersei. Oh. But I'm not that sorry because I'm ready for Brienne and Jaime. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be, if it happens, if anything happens, it's going to be all we talk about. Prepare for that.
Oh my god, yes.
But to satiate us now is just until the return of Game of Thrones. Let's talk about your beard rating for the broken man.
The broken man.
The broken man.
Oh my god. Beard rating for this week, I think, would have to be, I choose the Hound's beard because it's very well put together and well kept and very just clean and together.
Clean. You clenched your hands together.
It's
like
very clean.
It's clean.
It's so clean. It's a clean game.
That hate.
Yes.
That he feels. You felt.
It's transferred to me, but for this beard rating. But okay, it's very well put together. Mm-hmm. Not very interesting. Important.
I agree.
But not very interesting.
As I said with this episode, it was one where a lot happened, but nothing really happened.
Yeah. Or it was a bridge episode, if you will.
Because of that,
yes,
I am giving it the beard rating of the Stannis lookalike who was sitting next to Lyanna Mormont because it really threw me off. I don't know what to tell you. There was excitement and a little bit of other things, and then there was just indefinite sadness.
Oh yeah,
and that's sort of because my king is dead.
Yeah.
It was really hard. It was hard because this episode, I think it can just hang out in the background.
Yeah, I think so too. And
that's what that guy did. Not for me, but
it's the ray.
Overall.
It's the ray of the
episodes. But yeah, even the Ray, that to me just took forever. All the Ray stuff took forever, and and all of the Sansa stuff took forever, and we could have not needed it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, no, nail on the head. It was an episode that happened.
Maybe a 5.5. 5.5. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You shoot and you overshot.
It sounded like a saying.
Or just you wound up to make this incredible. I'm going hockey, by the way.
Oh yeah,
you wound up to make this incredible shot on goal, and then the puck just stops.
Everything you
right
just did
in front of the goal
was a baseball swing.
No, but I was warming up to do that. I'm sitting in a chair. Of course, it looks like a baseball swing. I can't do this.
Let's go. It was like swinging an axe like the Hound, but
missing. But the axe flying, the other way, flying off.
Yep, and just hitting the wood on the wood.
Yes,
and just kind of looking at it like, what have I done?
What is this?
Don't even.
Yeah. So before we do our goodbyes, as our farewells, yes, we wanted to make 2 announcements. The one is not actually going to happen this week, but we want to
we're teasing
tease it a little bit.
But
the second is that Carly and I actually sat down and recorded a vlog. It's only 2 minutes long, and it's about our initial reactions to The Broken Man as an episode. And I will say we expressed some extremely deep,
very deep,
well thought out, hard-hitting things in that.
Really controversial, I would say.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And my lips were purple.
Yes. Totally
just
not
like
having
Hayat Pri, the sorcerer from Karth. You're welcome.
There it is.
So
totally on purpose. The purple was.
So yes, be sure to check that out. It is on YouTube. It's called The Broken Man Preview. I also tweeted it out from our Twitter at YouGotGotPod. Check that out. It's 2 minutes long, and we could really use a like and subscribe because we're going to be doing that every week.
Yes,
after we watch an episode, we're going to sit down 4 minutes, just talk about what we liked. I'll cobble it together, and we'll throw it up on the YouTube.
You're going to see our faces. Just crazy. We're just disembodied voices right now.
We're ghosts.
We're ghosts.
But yeah.
Yeah, other than the vlog, how else can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Sophia with a PH, Sophia M. Porter. I've been trying to tweet more. I'm pretty bad at it. I do live tweet Game of Thrones, though, so join me.
Yes, do it.
Carly, what about you?
I am also on the Twitter sphere. Yes.
We're trying to be with the kids.
We're trying to be hip with the youth.
Hip with the youth.
We're not old.
I know.
I just turned 25, but there's 23. Oh my god. Give me your youth.
No.
Oh.
You can't have it.
It's fine.
It's mine.
It's fine. You can find me on Twitter at Chillin555, which is CHILLYN 555. Oh god, don't die. You're not that old. I'm taking the youth.
No.
It's happening.
Okay.
So anyway, that is me on Twitter.
Chillin555.
Yes,
with a
Chillin555 with a Y. It's a terrible name. I work at Threadless. I run the blog at Threadless. So if you go to threadless.com and you go to our blog, I am the writer of most of the posts there. So I have a little thing you can click on down there.
Master of the posts.
Keeper of the posts. And then that will link to my Medium account too, which is hiyeshello@medium.com. So that is it for this week's episode, The Broken Man. It was more dead people coming back from the dead, and that is about it.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. It was not much happened.
No.
But until next time, when we hope more happens, until next time, the night is dark.
But full of Davos.